Philosophy. It's one of those words you hear everywhere. People talk about their life philosophy or their philosophy of business or even their philosophy of golf. But here we're going to take philosophy back to its roots, not as a buzzword, but as a discipline, a practice, a way of asking questions that get to the core of who we are, why we're here, and how we should live. I'm your guide for this journey. And together we're going to do something bold. We're going to ask the kinds of questions that have challenged the greatest thinkers in history. Questions about reality, knowledge, morality, beauty, and yes, even questions about whether you and I are truly free to choose anything at all. And along the way, we'll dip into stories, pop culture, and paradoxes that will stretch your brain in ways you didn't expect. From superheroes to science fiction, from ancient Athens to your own living room, philosophy is everywhere, hiding in the choices you make and the beliefs you hold. So, what exactly is philosophy? At its root, the word means love of wisdom, and that's fitting because philosophy is about searching, not for wealth, not for power, not even for definite answers, but for understanding. The first philosophers, way back in ancient Greece, weren't just telling stories about gods and heroes. They were trying to explain the world in a systematic way, to figure out why things happen, what reality is made of, and how humans should live. Fast forward 2,500 years, and philosophers are still asking questions, the same questions in many cases. But that's the beauty of philosophy. It's less about final answers and more about refining the way we think. Philosophy today is often divided into four main branches. First, metaphysics. This is the study of what exists. What is the nature of reality? Are we just collections of atoms and energy, or is there something immaterial? A soul, a spirit, a consciousness beyond the brain? Where did the universe come from? Does God exist? And if so, what kind of being would that be? Metaphysics pushes us to consider what's ultimately real. Second, epistemology. This is all about knowledge. How do you know that what you think is true is actually true? Are your senses reliable? Or could they be deceiving you? Think about it. How do you know you're not dreaming right now or living inside a simulation? Epistemology is philosophy's way of asking, what can I really know and how can I be sure? Third, value theory. This branch asks questions about what matters most. It splits into two parts. Ethics, the study of right and wrong. How should we treat each other? Do we owe anything to strangers, to animals, to the planet? Where do our moral obligations come from? Are they universal, or do we just invent them? Aesthetics, the study of beauty and art. What makes something beautiful? Is beauty just in the eye of the beholder, or is there something objectively beautiful about certain things? Now this might all sound abstract, but the truth is, you've been doing philosophy your whole life. When you argue with your parents, when you debate whether to take a new job, when you decide whether to eat healthy or binge on fast food, you're already wrestling with questions about reality, knowledge, ethics, and values. The difference is, philosophers do it consciously, carefully, and with a method. Here's how we'll approach it together. Step 1. Understand. Even if you disagree with a philosopher's view, you'll first try to step inside their perspective and see the world as they did. Step 2. Critically evaluate. Once you understand the view, test it, challenge it, ask whether it holds up, because philosophy isn't about memorizing facts, it's about thinking better. It is about giving yourself the tools to navigate life's hardest questions with clarity and confidence. And trust me, once you start, you won't look at the world the same way again. So, welcome to philosophy. Let's ask the biggest questions, let's test our ideas, and most of all, let's think.